The one and only Adonis Creed, the former heavyweight champion of the world. 3 years ago.
When I walked away from boxing, I walked away with some unfinished business. Me and Donnie, we was like brothers. One fight. You and me. Running.
I can't wait for this.
Creed 3, rated PG-13.
Life Extension is a trusted brand, and they have an incredible reputation in the health and longevity community. They've researched, done the work, and are trusted.
Invention is an act of determination to go where you couldn't before. Achieve goals that once felt out of reach. That's why Honda engineers didn't just redesign the Pilot Trail Sport. They built the most off-road capable Honda SUV ever. The all-new Pilot Trail Sport, part of the Honda line of rugged vehicles.
What's the play?
Housekeeping!
Why can't I be here? I'm with my friends.
They're not your friends.
How did you even know I was here?
Your location, obviously.
I'm just having fun.
No, you're just desperate for attention. You're leaving.
Even when they happen on your phone, unhealthy behaviors can still hurt. Learn the signs before things go too far. Visit joinonelove.org.
Oh no.
Super roll-up! Victory feels good!
Yes!
That was the last squad. If we can hold this position, we're solid, bro.
Roger that, dog. Shh. What's going on?
It's my stomach. I'm starving, dude.
You're gonna blow our cover. Come on, man. Calm that stomach down.
Stay in your game with DoorDash.
Stressed? Anxious? Your vaping nicotine can increase feelings of stress and anxiety. So if you're vaping to help your stress, you could be caught in a loop and making it worse. Vaping nicotine. It's a breath of stress air. See for yourself. breathofstressair.com.
A very exciting first map between Elevate and Koi. Koi, you will probably know them as Rogue. If you're just tuning in for the first time, Rogue and Koi I don't know the official terminology, so I apologize to Koi if you were watching this, but whether it was they were in a partnership originally, and then I believe they just got bought out or merged into Koi. Either way, they were Rogue, they are now Koi. It's the same team, same major champions.
I was going to say, you're Berlin major champions, yeah?
Berlin major champions. Just a different logo and a different name. This was Rogue's map. Koi's map. It's bound to happen.
Yeah, it is.
You get it out of the way on the first cast, and then you're good to go. But for so long, this was one of Rogue's best maps. Now it is one of Koi's best maps, and it didn't look it, frankly.
No.
There weren't a ton of mistakes that we saw from this Koi squad. There were a couple rounds where, their coordination on attack, not particularly great. There were some times where they were very messy in their post-plant, whether it be a retake on defense or sitting on the diffuser. And this one in particular is what I was thinking of. Sapper popping out of Janitor and then just taking out the trash. Very well played on his end, and very well played on all of Elevate's end. Now, going into this matchup, Elevate only had a 19% amount of attacking rounds won. Elevate won 2 of their 6 rounds on attack, 2 of 7 technically, because there was that one round in overtime. So at least they're doing about as well as they want, but this was a very defender-sided bank, because then Koi did the same thing. Koi won 3 rounds on attack. So not a huge difference here. For a coin toss map, this bank was very defender-sided. We now turn our eyes to Chalet, a map that will play so incredibly differently from bank.
Yes. But the one thing it does have in common is that you can really easily start struggling against those really aggressive plays, which Elevate were doing time and time again on bank. So in a way, it plays out very differently, but the problems that Koi might be facing are going to be very similar, assuming that Elevate will play that same kind of style. And given how close bank was, going all the way to 8-7, I don't think Elevate has to change many things around. They should, by default, be playing a little bit better, more comfortable, because they're finding themselves on their own map pick versus Koi's. Operator bans, they might not need to change either, because Nuke gets taken off the board, so does the Dokkaebi, both teams doing the same thing they did last time.
Spoke about it on the bank matchup that Cryan competes for the title of one of the best Nooks in all of EU, possibly even the world.
Yes.
Now, while Nook's strength on Chalet might not be the same as it is on Bank, Bank could very well be one of Nook's best maps, depending on who you're talking to, but by and large, we tend to see a disproportionate amount of Nook play and Nook bans on that Bank map because of its size. I guess if you're Elevate, you still just don't want to deal with it. Ban out the Nook. You don't have to worry about it. And then you don't allow Cryan to play. It doesn't matter whose hands it's in. Would you look at those operator bans?
Are they the exact same?
Exactly the same.
Yeah. Although I think the one difference to double check here, it was Koi who banned Mira last time. So they flipped the defender bans, but overall it's the same ones that go through. So both the Asami and Solace are able to be played.
That's the same bans.
Didn't I know that Koi banned Mira? Now Elevate banned Mira. So they're this. Oh, I noted wrong. That's what I did. I literally just noted wrong. Oh well, that's my bad.
2023 Esports Awards Analyst of the Year nominee, Pengu, everybody.
Actually, wrong. Not analyst, color commentator.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, different. It's not the same thing.
I booed it when I was there. I booed when you went up on the screen. I went, boo!
That's fair. I respect it.
And then when I was up there, I also booed. Just to make things even.
I mean, to be fair, what is this saying is like, if you're doing something right if you have haters, essentially, right? So
if you're getting a reaction, you're doing something right.
Okay, that also works.
If you're getting an immense amount of praise or if you're getting an immense amount of hate, at least you're getting a reaction and getting people invested. The worst is when you get no reaction at all.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
Because then it means that your content is just not captivating. Just like Sport was captivated by the beautiful eyes of the castle of DCH.
I believe it was Sport and Onigiri getting the kind of like the MVPs of Map 1, essentially.
That is correct, and it was DCH and Kanto Raketti who were in a battle to the death.
Yep.
Mutually assured destruction, I think you could call it, with the way that they kept engaging each other on Bank. The unstoppable force meets the immovable object. How many cliches do you think we can just toss?
Keep tossing them out.
Just heaping them on. It's like when you go to a buffet and it's like you're just scooping it. You're just
scooping
like,
one more.
Come on, you got to share that. Either way, DCH starting things off. Elevate starting things off strongly. This is their map. It's a close one. They came a single round away from toppling Koi on Koi's map pick. Now it's Elevate's map. Are they going to be good enough to put this one away?
I like the pace here from Koi. They're going faster. The two terms or words I would use for Bank was slow and sloppy. Right now we're going fast, but still a bit sloppy as we're falling by the wayside relatively quickly here. Only give it a second kill on the board. That soft wall towards the bomb site being challenged. Look at this. He's not stepping down. He's fighting every single chance he gets.
And he gets another one on a Kanto Raketti. Koi might have been fast to get into the building, Nick, but not well placed in how they are able to do that. They get in. This is fast and sloppy.
Yeah. Honestly, yes. Onigiri, he went from bomb site, now he's retaking the chimney position, back into dining, he's missed a punch, Deepak finds 2, but there's 3 more to be found with 50 seconds on the clock. We've seen this a couple of times on Bank, and typically, Elevate, they don't throw these. They've gotten a lot better. APAC as a region, I will say, has gotten a lot better at playing those 1v2s and 1v3s and actually winning out those rounds.
The biggest stumbling block that APAC was facing at the beginning when they were first introduced to pro play all the way back in 2017 was coordination.
Yep.
They often acted like individual players who weren't a part of a unit. And with that coordination, they would often overpeak or they would often overcommit or over-engage. And when their coordination started to get better, so too did their patience. There's no way Deepak wins this. No, he doesn't. Sapper's waiting around the door frame. Down Deepak goes. 2 kills, but they're completely impactless. Round number 1 goes to Elevate.
Master Bedroom defense as well. It's very... So essentially, Master Bedroom was not played almost at all in the last 2 to 3 months across most regions. But now every region at this event, they seem to play it first or second in rotation on Chalet, which is, again, just those small meta changes where, okay, teams are now playing a more aggressive Chalet, which is something that W7M kind of began actually when they were coming up domestically in LATAM and then started going to international tournaments. Everyone was praising W7M's skill level of how well they played and how differently they played Chalet. And other teams are finally starting to look at that and go, we can learn from this. We can take some bits and bobs here, make it our own in a different way, and then we can also play it. So Master Bedroom getting some more life brought back into it. And its play rate significantly increasing these last 3 days. In terms of win rate, scouting for it right now, because I am curious.
Are we talking Chalet?
We're talking Chalet, Master Bedroom, 50-50 so far.
I have those numbers in front of me. You could have just asked me, you know. I'm sitting right next to you. You can literally see.
I wanted to scout myself. You do so much work for us, Parker.
Look at that. Now look at it. See? So now you saw the stats on my screen.
Yeah.
Same as your screen.
Yeah, you're right.
Chalet 56% overall.
Yeah.
Wine cellar / snowmobile, basement bomb site, attacker favored, kitchen dining, the most defender sided bomb site, bar gaming, also defender sided, and that master office that you talked about upstairs. Yeah, 50-50. And that was not a 50-50 round.
That was not a 50-50 round, no. But 50-50 for Master Bedroom is a very high win rate if you were to factor that in the average of last 3 months. So people are playing it more commonly and winning it more as well. So big success. Koi got to deal with Elevate members. It's a library now. Asami's on the board and in active play. This is often why you see Asami being banned out on Chalet, because it makes it a nightmare to attack most areas of the map, especially around the library area. However, these Retero drones will do a great job at helping eliminate those keeper barriers.
Flash goes out, and here is the focus. It's going to be on the Onigiri.
Oh,
and it misses. That's a tough corner to attack, to be fair.
Yeah, it is.
We've seen fire arrows go in and miss. We've seen nades go in and miss, and that's exactly what just happened. Hope you have tinnitus, or hope you don't have tinnitus, because that's what you hear all the time. That's what I hear all the time. A constant ringing in your ears.
I hope you have tinnitus.
I hope you don't have tinnitus. I'm sorry. I did not just wish tinnitus on all of you.
That is awful.
Yes, I know. It's dreadful. I hope none of you get it. But either way, there was tons of tinnitus from Onigiri. And look at how much damage was done to him. Practically none. Now, back when the meta was different, the spot that Onigiri's playing inside a library would be empowered by a Thunderbird. But Onigiri, well, he's not going to be that long for this earth. Wait, maybe. He just might be. No, he's gone. Spoy walks in, picks up 2 kills, gets right out. Koi leading the way in the kill feed. 5 players left in the server, 1 minute to go. The advantage goes to Koi by 1.
Just barely. I mean, Spot's almost dead.
Don't say just barely. We saw a clutch on 1 HP from Sapper.
Okay, that's
in
fair.
just the last match.
That's fair. They got the advantage. Done deal, period. 2v3, however, not a bad look for Elevate on this bar defense. It is very holdable for them. 35 seconds, D-Back has lobby control. 2 members of Koi upstairs. Sapper and Mark against the world.
We've got information, though, at least from that one goo mine. D-Pack continuing to take damage. Now it's Spoit's turn to step into the goo mine, and Mark will capitalize on one. Gets them both! Good Lord, Elevate!
Looking a lot better. The decisiveness from Elevate right now is honestly their biggest strength, because it looked like, okay, do they swing or do they not swing? I wasn't sure, but the moment that Mark swung, he swung a second time, and his teammate was there to cover his back as well. It's a great injury from Spoit in particular on that library take. But Mark, again, the aggression continues and it just follows up time and time again. And it was Onigiri who was granted the quote-unquote MVP for map number 1. But honestly, Onigiri, Sapper, and DCH, and Mark all had a lot of good moments. Messed the punch as well, not as many should I say, but every single member from Elevate showed up. Honestly, when it comes to Koi right now, it's a matter of nobody really stepping up. Kento had a bunch of kills, but also died so many times first man outside the building. And sure, there's DCH jumping out, but it's Kento finding himself in that particular position way too often. Leon gets played 1 round of Sense on Bank, died immediately. We never got to see any sort of execute. With Sense and Ying on the board, combined with the Lion, once you hit the bomb site itself, you can really make it messy. Cut lines of sight with the wall, smokes, candelas go flying. Of course, the Lion charge will stop any defenders from moving in most of those scenarios. First, we gotta get there. The site is far away. Roam clear should be underway first. Kento on the bathroom window. And Crying on the office door, looking to cut this bomb site, or sorry, the upper stairs of office in half. Gone 6 rush, question mark?
Leon Gids is down, crawling away, and Koi is in the building. Mr. Punch the first kill. Spoit answers right back. Kanto and Leon Gids are both down. Because the adrenal surge had gone off, Kanto will likely have to wait for the gadget to recharge, and it should get both of them back up. But oh no, Kanto's in a frost mat.
Yep. No can do.
Spoit's recoverable. Or Spoit's there, and Kanto's recoverable. There we go. Leon Gids is back up on Sens. Very limited Sens play that we've seen here at the event. Same with Grim. There's 2 new attackers, not seeing as much of a play rate as they want. There goes the rest of Leon Gids. Elevate at the moment, with Kanto now getting back up, find themselves ahead by a single player.
It's a good time to be a Fingal, however. Those adrenal surges will help you get a little bit better for these gunfights. But Elevate, they continue to impress in these advantageous positions. They're not swinging unnecessarily, taking high risks. They are playing corners and crossfires beautifully.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
It's been a very fast round. 3 casualties coming in the first minute of action. Smoke next to Mark. EE1D goes off, meaning that there's very likely to be an execute happening. You can hear the Candelas too. Within striking distance, Koi are but a few steps away from getting that diffuser down, again in the hands of D-Pack as it was retrieved earlier on. There goes Spoit, and now D-Pack will follow. Koi lose everybody but Kanto Ricchetti as Elevate look to go up 3-0. All they need to do is find this worm, Akanto, on the ground, wriggling towards the end. And it is Elevate, running a perfect rotation on Chalet.
That is a tough start after a miracle of a bank. How close those rounds were. This is not close at all. It's a one-way win right now for Elevate. Tetsuya Katama has been called by Koi. See what they say.
Take your time. And if there's another guy in suicide, because they're going to go back to fucking bomb. If there's a guy in suicide like that, just fucking double jump in quickly. You don't have to flash and nade him around. At the end of the day, you're fucking better. You're all fucking better than those guys over there. They're winning by surprising you. Go back a fucking few stages. Were you surprised? The answer for this one is yes. But now you fucking know. Now you know that anything open, they're going to swing. Wait for them. Counter them. Take your time. Take it slow. And talk things through first. Okay, boys? Yeah. Let's go.
Let's go.
Same exact words of encouragement as on map number 1 of Bank is that you are better, confidence, play together, expect these things coming from them because again, it's the frustrations.